Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Whatever time it is for you, hello, hello. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today we have a pick-a-pile reading. It is Thursday, September 26th, but this is a timeless reading. So whenever you are drawn to the title or whenever you watch this, there should be a message in one of these, or maybe both, for you. Pile 1 is the orange selenite heart. Excuse me. The orange selenite heart with the pink, I'm not sure, I can't remember. It could be unikite. It looks like unikite, but not with a lot of green in it. Or pile 2 is my kindness matters. My kindness matters owl there with the dragonfly. And with the yellow heart. Oh my gosh, the glare. So, pile 1, orange selenite heart, pink heart. Pile 2, owl, kindness matters with the yellow heart. Excuse me. All right, so let me just set these aside. And we will get right into pile 1. I hope you're all doing well today. It is a rainy day here in Maine, but we need the rain. All the ponds are so low, and where we get our water from the fresh spring is barely a trickle. It took my husband almost an hour to fill one 5-gallon jug, so we need the rain for sure. Okay, all right, well, let's get right into it. The dragons are around for this for some reason, for whatever reason. They usually have a reason. And the first card out is going to be a Dragon Riders. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. I've got too many things on my desk. I should have done this earlier. Pile 1 is going to be the Dragon Riders. The first card is going to be the Dragon Riders, and then Earth Magic. So the dragons directed me to which decks they wanted me to use, and so their energy is around very strongly. Sorry, Pile 1, for the delay. Looks like my carnations need to be changed. I just wanted to use the Dragon Aura Spray before we get into this. As I moved that around, I knocked over my Be Brave, Be Kind, Be True sign. So that could be a symbol that some of you need to be brave, kind, and true. Oh gosh, I knocked everything over. All right, so let's get into it now. Sorry for the delay. Okay, dragons. All right. Yeah, oh yeah, they're here. Okay, all right. So your first card, pile 1, is Mars and Chairtus. I have a hard time sometimes pronouncing. Look at all the fire in that card. Number 18, which is 9. Understand that nothing is wholly good or evil, and that even the strongest poison can heal in the right doses. Yeah. Sometimes we go through challenges that actually do heal some sort of wound for us. So there are times when we go through challenges, when we have to break through a wall, when we have to break through something, and it can be painful, but it's also very healing in the end, whatever the outcome is. Waterfall, effortless. Look at that. Beautiful. Waterfall, effortless is the next card. And then they wanted me to get a crystal card. This is Fire Agate. Okay, lots of fire. Fire Agate. I allow the creativity of my soul to shine through into my world. I allow the creativity of my soul to shine through in my world. Fire Agate. Right underneath that fire. And then they wanted me to use my mini deck. I don't know why. I usually use it for clarification. More fire. This is the Sagittarius card. Temperance, balance. Balance between day and night, black and white, fire and ice. Balance. How am I going to show these? These are the little ones. We'll see. Queen of Pentacles, earth energy here. She is a very abundant queen. She has everything. She has created the life that she wants, the life of her dreams. She has a peacock. She's standing there under these beautiful pink flowers, green curtains, green and pink gown, just everything gorgeous. And then the Page of Wands. Lots of fire, guys. Lots of fire. Page of Wands, this is a message trying to get through. Pages can be novices, beginners. Wands are action and passion. Those two cardinals definitely means there's some sort of message trying to get through to you right now. And then from the tea leaf, advice from a friend, a barking dog. Advice from a friend. Why is the glare so... There we go. Dog barking. Advice from a friend. Gavel. Involvement with the law. This doesn't necessarily mean bad involvement. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can turn that down. Okay, that's a little bit better. Involvement with the law. I'm hearing police officer partner or police officer husband or wife. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Feeling tied down or frustrated. Yoke. And then they gave you 2 animal cards, but we're gonna do those at the end. All right, so let's recap. You have Mars and Chiartis, number 18. Understanding that even poison in small doses can heal. Wow, that's pretty powerful. Let's see here. Pile 1. Mars and Chiartis. Do not be too eager to categorize situations and issues in life as either good or bad. Instead, divide them into those that are right or wrong for you on an entirely personal level. Yeah, what may seem bad for another person may be good, for you. Listen closely to your own inner voice and ignore the loud voices of others. Do not make judgments or act according to other people's moral values, as these will sometimes be at odds with the true divine laws of your heart. Wow, okay. Clear message there. Not to listen to other people when it comes to what you're doing for yourself, how you're judging something, how you feel about something. It is completely up to you. And lots and lots of fire here. Lots and lots of fire. So I'm feeling like there's something that you're really passionate about. Somebody else may not be passionate about it or as passionate about it as you are. But you can't let that stop you. Whatever this is, I'm just feeling like there's people around you that are like, nah, I don't know. And you feel super passionate about whatever this is. But these other people around you are kind of dragging you down a little bit. Like they don't want you to do it or see it or whatever. Then we have waterfall, effortless. This is 146, which is an 11. 11, very powerful number. Wow, and I opened right up to it. Cool. So you have fire and water. Interesting, right? Those are 2 elements that are at odds. Basically, they're opposites, right? Opposites. You have come to the edge of your comfort zone and find yourself fighting to resist moving past that perceived precipice of who you are, how you can be, or what you can do. Spirit is asking you to step beyond the edge and allow yourself to do so with ease rather than struggle. Yes, at times physical exertion is necessary, but when performed with fluidity and grace, even when the task seems daunting, You'll find that the movement moves you effortlessly. Approach the present situation or relationship with awareness and grace. Do not try to make it effortless. That just creates more strain. Right, right. So effortlessness is, we're not doing anything to make it effortless. Effortless is what they're saying. The key word here is to allow. This is not a time to fight, but to surrender to the will of spirit, even if you are being asked to let go completely and tumble into the brink of creation itself. You will find the waters there to be ultimately still and calm. Keep your focus on the solar plexus and your breath, breathing through any tension, relaxing and yielding to the movement that is occurring at any given moment makes your life effortless. Wow. So, fire and water. Interesting to me. All right. And then you had that fire agate. I allow the creativity of my soul to shine through into my world. And this is a picture of fire agate. Look at that. Beautiful, right? Orange, pink, yellow. Fire agate. And then you had that balance card. That goes right along with this, saying that poison, good. Remember, this was good. Don't look at things as good or evil. You can look at them, what I'm hearing is, as experiences. Don't look at an experience as good or evil, good or bad, what have you. But see the balance in all situations is what I'm hearing. See the balance in all situations. And then you have this abundance card with the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, abundance, beauty. You're surrounded by beauty and abundance. And this message here trying to get through with those red cardinals, that page, something new trying to come in. So there is a balance, right, between not thinking of things as good and evil, but just kind of going the middle of the road, allowing things, allowing experiences, not to the extent that you're a doormat, obviously, but not trying to force things, not trying to talk yourself into, oh, this is great. Like sometimes we talk us into a person being good for us, or a situation or a job or what have you. It shouldn't be that you have to talk yourself into it or explain it into a good situation, but just look at everything you're experiencing, take it in, right? Very strong feminine energy with the Sagittarius card and the Queen of Earth, the Queen of Pentacles. So that's almost kind of like a fiery and earthy message there. The Queen of Abundance is surrounded by two fiery cards there, right? Okay. And then advice from a friend. This could be that message trying to get through. Maybe you have a friend in spirit who's trying to get a message, trying to show you a sign. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody that you treasure that's in spirit is trying to give you a sign about how to move forward with whatever situation this may be. Whatever it is that you need to back off, be effortless, and be non-judging about whether the situation is good or bad. And then involvement with the law. As I said, the feeling I was getting was that some of you have, let's put it this way, they're saying a loved one who is in law enforcement. So, and that's not going to be for everybody. Maybe this situation has to do with that. This person that you know that's in law enforcement is having a hard time balancing, their personal life and their work life. That is one message contained here. And then yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Feeling tied down or frustrated. Let me see if we can get some clarity on the yoke card. What does this yoke, oh my God, came right out. Feeling tied down or frustrated. The Ace of Pentacles. Are you feeling tied down at your job? Oh, okay. Maybe some of you watching are in law enforcement and you feel really tied down and you wanted something different. You want some sort of a new situation with work. New situation with work, okay? And then is the Judgment called. What are you being called to do? What are you being called to do? How are you going to answer the call? Oh, gosh. I have this really super heavy feeling. For whoever it is that's the law enforcement one, I have this super heavy feeling about pressure at work, about pressure, some kind of pressure to do something that you don't feel you want to do, that you don't agree with, that you don't feel is right. Something to do with work and pressure and wanting to get out, and it's bogging you down and tying you down. You can't seem to get your balance. You can't seem to get your balance. And remembering that, trying not to judge that things are good or evil. That could be hard when you work in law enforcement, I understand. Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. You're going to have to comment and let me know how this affects you, or what this means to you. Does this resonate? Who does it resonate with? What does it mean? I'm so curious. I'm so curious because I used to I wasn't in law enforcement. I was a case manager for people on the last 6 months of their sentence, helping them get back into the community so they wouldn't reoffend, so they were set up with what they needed: a place to live, a job, their driver's license, car insurance, whatever it was. And I only lasted 7 months because I saw too much corruption. I had to leave, and I was really sad about it. I was really good at it. I loved what I did with the residents because it was a pre-release center. But man, what I saw going on in law enforcement, yeah, it was tough. It was tough to try to be a good, honest person with integrity and work in those conditions for me in that particular place. I'm not saying that every person that works in law enforcement has that kind of an experience, but gosh, I just am feeling a big law enforcement message here. Oh boy. The sun, the sun, the sun, the sun. Choice. Oh boy. Choice. What are you going to do? Choice. Oh boy. What are you going to do? Gosh, this feels so heavy, guys. I'm sorry. Well, someone needed this message. Relax. Let things flow. If you need to look for another job, yeah, anxiety, 9 of Swords, worry. If you need to balance things out in your mind for your own good, you need to make it effortless, okay? And this may not be law enforcement for everyone. Oh my God, 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords, Fox in the hen house, worry and anxiety. Jeepers creepers, I feel for you. Who's ever reading this is, I really feel for you. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to ask if there's just lots of fire. It's like the fire is what I feel, is in the anxiety. It's in the worry, but it's also in the anger. Feeling like somebody is really angry over a situation. Maybe it's not a situation where you're in law enforcement, but it's a situation where you're being taken to court for something. Oh, good grief. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, something is very worrisome. The sun came out, so that's being comfortable. So, okay. They're just giving me, all right, let me stop there for a minute. They're giving me that you may have to walk away without the total victory. The sun is being comfortable with things even though it's not exactly as you might wish. This 7 of Swords shows him walking away with what he can take. You see how there's a fox there and there's a couple swords on the ground. It's not exactly admitting defeat, but it's leaving because you know that it's not going anywhere. And that's the choice. This could be about a divorce or a custody situation. Gosh, people, I hate giving these kind of messages, but I have to give what my guides give me. So this Two of Cups is a choice card. It does show two people there with their third eyes lit up, but this could be anger, disagreement, parting of the way. My guides are showing me the side, like the card splitting in two. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then you had that Nine of Swords card, which is staying up late, worrying. But there's an owl outside the window. There is a female in spirit trying to get through. And remember, you had those cardinals. So you need to look for a sign. There's some kind of a sign. I feel like the Judgment card is saying you're being called to be the bigger person in the situation. You're being asked to just sit back, not see things as good and evil. Man, if this is about divorce, I've been there. It took 10 years for me to get through how many times my son's father took us to court trying to get custody. My son didn't even want to live with his father. And he said that multiple times to a guardian ad litem, to the judge, to the lawyer, to, it was to me, to his father. He wouldn't want to go to visitation. And then his father would go get a court order saying that I was in contempt because I did. Oh my gosh, it was awful. But eventually I had to say, you know what, I'm going to have to figure out how to compromise, keep my son safe, compromise, and get through this. I was tired after all that time in court. I was just frigging exhausted. So if that's what this is, and I'm not saying that it is, I just feel like the bulk of the message has something to do with court dates, court cases, something to do with court. Okay. All right. So when I laid this out, my guide said what they wanted me to do was lay all this out and then shuffle from the deck live for each pile. So, all right. So after we get through that, the next card out was the Three of Pentacles. This is creation, collaboration, the Holy Trinity, mind, body, soul, mind, body, spirit. And the message that I'm feeling really strongly is get in alignment with your soul. Really take some time to think about, where is this going? Is whatever it is worth it? Is it worth this? Or do you need to find some balance, not see everything as good and evil, get to the new start, right? Unyoke yourself, right? Advice from a friend. Definitely advice from a friend. Definitely. The last card out is the Empress. This is Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia. This is the birth of all new things. New, renew, birthing new, right? Find that way forward that will be a new path for you. Whether this is divorce, custody, some sort of something you're battling in court because you're right. Now, it is really hard to say, I'm going to make a choice to let this go so I can move on. I'm going to let it flow effortlessly, let it go. I'm going to call on my soul, my guides, my angels, my friends, those who love me, to figure out how to move through this and let it go. Whatever this is. Wow, that's quite a message. Okay. Animal cards that came out. Sea turtle protection and snow leopard self-reliance. Wow. You are master of finding life's flow. When you're in tune, you can find the flow. When you're angry, upset, mad, fiery, you can't find the flow. It's blocked, okay? Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Yes, it will. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. So, yeah, you can persevere for your soul, or you can persevere to want to be right. Sometimes, even though we know we're right, we have to concede so we can move on. It's just the way it is. We can't win every battle, right? We have to win the overall battle of keeping our soul and our spirit calm and in flow. Okay? Wow. Snow leopard. Look at that. Self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Yeah, so as I was reading that, what they were giving me is it may be some time for silence, time to find the flow, time to sit back, right? Time to figure out how to go forward without having anxiety, anger, arguments constantly going, right? Wow, guys. Mother Earth, the Empress, you have what you need to get through this situation, whatever it may be. I just have a strong feeling that whoever this resonates with, it has something to do with court, something to do with a battle of wills, a battle of wills. Maybe is it a will reading? Oh, they're just bringing this in that for some of you it could be an argument over an estate. Wow, interesting. Remember to stay balanced, okay? Remember to stay balanced, right? Remember to stay in the flow, okay? Remember, try not to see everything as good or evil, or any person as good or evil. They're only coming from their soul's growth. That's all they can do. Okay, pile one. I hope this has been helpful. Drop me a comment if you'd like to, because I'm very interested in how this resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and kindness to you, and I send you my love. Okay, pile two, here we go. The Owl of Kindness. All right, so the dragons are around very strongly right now for this reading. Hopefully this will be a little bit lighter going. Pile one was quite an intense reading. So, Saga, oh boy, and Shiala Shagtan. This is a number 31, which is a 4. Stability or stagnation. Look at that. Wow. Drink from the holy water of wisdom, and from now on follow the way of self-awareness. Be like water. Flow freely and unhindered along your life's path. Wow. Oh my goodness. We will get the book out in just a moment. From Earth Magic, Tsunami, wake up call. Okay, watery, watery, watery message right now off the bat, right off the bat. You see that full moon, that tsunami, wake up call, and you had go with the flow there. Your crystal is amber. Oh, I love amber. Ancestors. My ancestors are guiding and loving me. Now and always, I am open to receive their support and wisdom. Ancestors, love it. And then they prompted me to use my mini tarot deck. Oh boy. This came out in the first reading, but with the big deck. That's funny. 7 of Swords. This is Fox in the Hen House. Someone who doesn't have your best interest at heart, and it's you walking away with what you can take or what you need to take and getting out of there. Oh, you know what? That came out reversed, and the other death of the old way of doing things, or Scorpio. Death of the old way of doing things. My camera is not wanting to focus. Death of the old way of doing things. Six of Pentacles. Your money isn't going where you want it to. You need to keep an eye on finances. Okay, so when the Seven of Swords is upright, it's a fox in the hen house. It's walking away with, what you can take with you. When it's reversed, it's actually walking towards something. And you have people around you that do care about your well-being. They do have your good interests at heart. So it's that, or you've reversed a situation with somebody that didn't have your best interest at heart. Okay, Spirit, thank you so much. That's what they're giving me. You have actually turned a situation upside down. You've made that new start. You've said your goodbyes to whatever that situation is with the new start here, with a death of the old way. And now you need to get your finances in order. That's what I'm hearing for that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right. And then from the Tea Leaf Oracle, Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. This is similar. We had some of these same messages in the pile 1 reading. Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. August. Well, we just left August. So, Spirit, what is this August card about here? Oh my gosh. I can't get the glare off there. August. For some of you who's ever reading this, is something happened in August that has to do with this turning a situation around. Something last month, something occurred that caused you to turn a situation around with somebody or something to basically find a new way forward. And it could have something to do with your finances. Maybe somebody was bleeding you dry. That's what they're giving me. Somebody was leeching. Somebody was bleeding you dry. Somebody was doing something about your money, or you were spending money in the wrong places. I don't know. Investing in the wrong places, maybe. Man. Dealings or relationships with a man. Okay, well, that's kind of vague. We're going to look at the animal oracles at the end. Okay, they're wanting me to pull a Magical Times Oracle for you. I don't know why, pile 2 that is. We're going to then look at the Dragon Rider message and the Tsunami message. But for whatever reason, they want a card from this deck too. Okay, let me see. This is turning out to be a much longer, but that's okay. Okay. Lots of watery messages in the beginning. Water is emotion, right? Water is what our bodies are made up of. Water is connection. It's nourishment. It's emotion. Something emotional definitely went on in August. You had that wake-up call. I would love for you to comment and let me know. Drop an emoji or something, because this is a really different reading than what, obviously, normally happens in these pick a card readings. All right, partnership. Learn to grow with others. Overcome obstacles by working together. Touch each other's hearts while life lasts. And those are butterflies with a lot of pyramid-y triangles, flowers. It's beautiful. Okay, let's see what the Dragon Rider's message is for you. And the Tsunami message. Okay. Such a beautiful card. Holding the 2 cups there, the way that she is, reminds me of the 2 of Cups, obviously. But also a choice. All right. Water is the cradle of all life. Its flow cannot be stopped and will always find a path. Those who believe they can contain and tame water are mistaken, as it can merge with fire or air in order to flow freely. If water is enclosed in a dish, it will call upon the power of the sun and evaporate to fall freely as rain. If it is trapped in a bottle, it will call upon the power of cold air and freeze to swell and break the glass. Water is timeless and unhurried. It is unique and unlike anything else known to humanity. Wow. A message from the dragon, Shiala Shagtan. We come to you bearing the two holy chalices of wisdom. Okay, that's what that is. You may drink the water within, but be aware that wisdom can be achieved only through self-knowledge. Be ready to look into the mirror that I am. Know yourself and then surrender to the flow of life. Okay, so this is also about knowing who you are, knowing what the flow is for you, because you are the only one that's on your path, right? So knowing what the flow is for you. All right, now let's see what this tsunami message is. This is 140, which is a 5, which is change. 31 was 4, stability or stagnation. Tsunami is change. Okay, let's see. I couldn't mark the books ahead because I didn't know what the cards were. Okay, tsunami, wake-up call. You are getting a wake-up call. It may be in the form of a significant loss or other dramatic event in your life, typically one that you were not prepared for initially. You may feel stunned at first, surprised by the unexpected events that are occurring. Yet you also know that it is time to draw back the curtain of avoidance and denial and confront the truth that exists in the subtext of this event. You are experiencing a real-life drama, so there is no need to amplify it more than it already is. Right there, the message about going with the flow and knowing yourself, right? Often when you look back after something like this has passed, the August. So I'm really feeling like something happened in August for whoever picked this pile that was a wake-up call that something needed to change. Often when you look back after something like this has passed, you can recall signs that foreshadowed the happening. There may have been obvious clues that you ignored or omens that were so subtle they were easy to dismiss as imaginings of the mind rather than the voice of your instincts. There are many anecdotes about animals operating purely on instinct, picking up on the clues, naturally seeking higher ground before an approaching tsunami reaches the land. To negotiate this wake-up call, listen closely to your instincts, while at the same time seeking the higher ground of spiritual growth. Yeah, so definitely feeling like something happened in around August, that caused this wake-up call for you. That you may have had hints about beforehand, but then because you didn't take them seriously, it turned into that tsunami. And then your ancestors are definitely with you with that amber, right? If you have any amber, I have an amber ring. This is it right here. I love amber for whatever reason. I'm just very drawn to it. Amber can hold this. If you watch Jurassic Park, that's how the dinosaurs became alive again, because something was trapped in amber. I don't remember what it was, mosquito blood, I can't remember. And anyway, so amber is very ancient. Okay, so yeah, amber. And then remember, we had this message about the situation that you turned around. You turned a situation around, turned it upside down, changed it so that you could move on in a different way, right? That you stopped doing things the way that you were doing them, or you're in the process of doing that now, right? And then that Six of Pentacles, watching. Now, this could be money as in coinage, but this could be also your energy, right? Your energy going in the wrong places. This is earthly physical things. So it doesn't always have to be cash money, right? It can be your own energy. And then you had Camel, persevere, and you will overcome the problem. Yes, you will. We know what this August card is already. Dealings with a man. So there could have been some sort of man or masculine energy that had something to do with this whole thing. And then they prompted me to pull this other card from the Magical Times Oracle. Learn to grow with others. Overcome obstacles by working together. Touch each other's hearts while life lasts. So there's someone around you that can help you with this situation is what I'm getting. That's what I'm feeling with that partnership. I don't know. Maybe something happened in August to cause you in your relationship to have a clean slate to move forward. That could be it. Sometimes people make mistakes in relationships, and that calls for forgiveness and a new start, right? And sometimes that works. I have a very good friend who has been married for 30 years, maybe. But a couple years in, you know, her husband had an affair. And she was really hurt by it, but was able to get past it. And now they've been married for 30 years. They have 3 kids. They have grandchildren. So, you know, sometimes that works. I'm not telling anybody to do that by any means. But, oh shoot, the cover up of the star card little thing came off there. So it's, you know, you're on your own path. You have to decide what's good and right. And remember, you chose kindness matters, okay? That was the pile you chose, kindness matters. Okay, they wanted me to pick tarot cards live in the reading, so I follow whatever they tell me to do. They wanted me to get the oracle messages and then do the tarot live. So, okay. What do we have for pile 2, the kindness pile? Okay. All right, face up. Nostalgia. All right, face up, you have Virgo the Hermit. This is calling for you to go within, do some meditating, take some time alone. He's headed into his cave. I don't know the significance of the snake. I don't like snakes. Ugh. It looks like he's shining a light on a snake. So if you take the time to go within, then you will get the answer that you need of how you are going forward. 6 of Cups. Here's another 6. This is your second 6. You had the 6 of Pentacles. Now you have the 6 of Cups. So kind of succession, because remember we had 4, 5, 6, and now another 6. This is thinking about happiness. This is thinking about times gone by. This is thinking about your childhood, thinking about memories of happier times. Okay, which is, yes, great, especially if you've decided to move on and continue with whatever happened here. Thinking about the good times is the only way that you can move forward with a clean slate, right? The key is not to get stuck in those. You know, you have to live life now. You can't get stuck in those memories. 2 of Wands. This is choice. Which road will you take? And remember the very first card, I said those 2 cups reminded me of choice. Now, in the message, those cups are wisdom, right? You can drink from the cups of wisdom, but they can also be a choice. So 2 of Wands, that's a choice. Which path will you take? Go within and you will know what the right path is what they're telling me. Yeah. Okay, the Sun. The Sun is being content with things as they are, even though they're not 100% what you want. The High Priestess. Again, this is choice. This is being heady. This is right under that. So the High Priestess tends to spend time daydreaming or thinking of things but not acting, right? It's your intuition, it's connection, but it's also, you have to be careful not to spend all your time just daydreaming and wishing that something was a certain way when you have to make a choice in order to move forward. Okay? Wow. Thank you, Spirit. She's between two pillars. That's choice. This is choice, right? And then, yeah, Ace of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, this unfolded just beautifully. Ace of Cups is a new beginning. It's a new emotional beginning. A new emotional beginning. So take into consideration all of the messages we had here. Being content, going within, not staying in nostalgia, making the choice, right? Flipping something on its head from whatever happened in August, going with the flow of water, right? Listening to that wake-up call that you didn't listen to. But again, partnership came out, right? This Ace of Cups is very unique in the aces because although it's a new beginning, a nurturing, loving, emotional beginning, it's also seeing something in a different perspective. So I'm feeling like some of you could have had a really hard time either in your relationship, well, dealing with a man. It's something happened in August that really shook you up and you're trying to figure out how to go forward, okay? So there are some clues here, but I'm not telling anybody what to do because you have to do what's right for you. Wisdom, wake-up call, ancestors, persevering, going within, listening to your intuition and your gut with that Hermit and High Priestess, right? Being content even though things are not perfect, but finding a new way forward, right? Thinking about where you're spending your money or energy, okay? Yeah, somebody needs to find a new way forward, and I would love if you would let me know how this resonates for you. Be wise about it. Be wise, go within, listen to your ancestors, okay? All right, Black Bear Guardian. Gentle, wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Oh my gosh. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, right? You can call on Black Bear. Black bears are very protective of their children. Possibly this has something to do with an adult child of yours or something that happened in August with one of your children, not baby children. That could be why that nostalgia card came out, because you're thinking about, how this child used to be and wondering what happened. Mama bears, very protective, guardian. And then dog, friend. Today I will love without condition. Oh boy. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. So two cards of protection. Two cards of protection. The black bear and the dog. Loyalty, love, right? So this could have to do with protecting either someone that you love or protecting yourself, right? Remember, not expending too much energy where you shouldn't. Protection, guardian. New start, contentment. Wow. I would love to know what this means for you. I would absolutely love to know. This is very complicated in some ways for me because it's not my reading. I don't resonate with this, but kindness matters was at the center of why you chose this. Wow, I'd love to know, guys. Thank you so much. Peace and kindness every day. I'm sending you love.